We are from Group 3. My name is FARISHA QISTINA Binti RIDZUWAN. We are going to address a legal scenario involving Zaina, a 17-year-old aspiring model. Zaina's journey into the world of modeling, her contract with Glamour Boutique, and dealings with a beauty salon have sparked legal complexities we are here to unravel. At 15, Zaina ventured into part-time modeling and now faces challenges with the payment and the contractual obligations. After securing a modeling assignment with Glamour Boutique, there are some issues arise, which is she hasn't received full payment and hasn't paid the beauty salon, which is now threatening legal action. Our focus today is on Zaina's age, her contracts, and the Contracts Act 1950. Using the ILIGHT method, we'll break down these complexities, explore relevant laws, and offer an advice on potential actions for Zaina and the involved parties.
My name is TENGKU HAIQAL. Okay, so firstly, at the heart of the situation lies the question of payment. Zaina secured a modeling assignment with Glamour Boutique and received an advance of RM300, but the promised balance RM700 remains outstanding despite her completing the assignments. This raises concerns about contractual fulfillment and fair compensation for her service. Secondly, the beauty salon where Zaina had her hair and makeup done presented another challenge. Zaina invested RM200 for their services and paid a deposit of RM50. However, she hasn't fulfilled the bill, fully settled this bill, and the beauty salon is now threatening legal action for the unpaid balance. So this adds some complexity to the situation involving contractual obligation and potential legal repercussion. Additionally, Zaina's status as a 17-year-old aspiring model is crucial. The Contract Act 1950 defines legal capacity and obligation, particularly for minors. Zaina's age might affect the validity of her contract and the extent of her legal responsibility, introducing complexities into her dealing with Glamour Boutique and the beauty salon. To summarize, Zaina faced two crucial problems: an unpaid balance with the beauty salon and pretending payment from Glamour Boutique. This situation have raised concerns about her legal standing and obligation.
My name is Farah. Now, let's navigate through the legal framework that applies to Zaina's case. The Contract Act 1950 serves as our compass in understanding intricacies of her contractual engagement. So, let's start with the Section 11 of the Contract 1915 that defines exception contract condition. So, exception exists for necessary, as seen in the case of Tan Hijuan versus the Bukit, where a minor contract for necessary was deemed valid. In Zaina's case, the examination whether these conditions were met in her agreement with the Glamour Boutique and the beauty salon is imperative to ascertain their validity. So let's moving to Section 16(6), which discuss liability tied to benefit gain for the contract. A similar scenario was observed in the case of Government of Malaysia versus Good Charity and Arts. So here, the court recognized the minor liability for necessary supplies. This section is particularly relevant in understanding the obligation and responsibility arising for the advantages achieved by Zaina in her dealing. It explores the legal implication of receiving certain benefit and the corresponding obligation that arise from the advantages. So lastly, Section 16(9) addressing contract with the minor and necessary alike with the procedures such as Robert versus Gray. This case underscored the importance of determining whether goods or service that hold utility value. Exception in defining necessary for a minor. Here, the law acknowledges that minor may enter into contract for necessity. Exception items required for their well-being, such as clothing, food, or services vital to their daily life. Understanding this section is pivotal in determining the extent of zina responsibility, especially if the service provided by the beauty seller fall under category of the necessary. So that's all for me.
Hi, my name is DANIAL. So let's delve into the application of these legal principles to Zaina's specific circumstances. We'll explore how the sections of the Contracts Act 1950 come into play in a case with Glamour Boutique and the beauty salon, starting with Section 11, which outlines essential conditions for a contract. We analyse whether these conditions were met in Zaina's agreements. Despite being a minor, certain exceptions exist, especially concerning necessaries. Zaina's contract with Glamour Boutique might fall into this exception if it's deemed necessary for her modelling career. Additionally, we'll examine if any fundamental conditions were overlooked, impacting the contract's validity. Moving on to Section 66, which addresses liabilities tied to benefits gained from contracts. Zaina received an advance payment from Glamour Boutique, and her obligation to repay any benefits received could be influenced by her status as a minor. We'll explore whether the advance payment constitutes a benefit under this section and how it impacts her liabilities. And lastly, Section 69 discusses contracts with minors regarding necessaries. Here, the law acknowledges that minors can be liable for necessaries provided. The beauty salon's services might fall under this category if they are considered essential for Zaina's modelling assignment. We'll evaluate the nature of the beauty salon services and whether they qualify as necessaries under the law. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Hamizah Binti Abdul Rahman and I will explain about recommendation. Firstly, for Zaina, it is advisable to seek legal counsel to better understand her right and obligation considering her potential liabilities arising from the advance payment and the pending balance with the beauty salons. Legal guidance will help navigate this complexity and determine her best course of action. Secondly, Glamour Beauty should reassess its contractual obligation to Zaina. If there is a branch of contract in withholding the remaining payment, they should promptly address this issue to avoid potential legal ramification. And third, the beauty salon should also consider legal avenues to address the unpaid payments. However, considering Zaina's potential status as a minor and the nature of the service provided, an amicable resolution might be sought before escalating the matter legally. Furthermore, it's essential for all parties involved to maintain clear communication and documentation regarding the contractual terms, service rendered, and payments made. This will assist in resolving dispute and establish a clear understanding and obligation. Thank you.
My name is MOHAMMED NASRUL. I'm going to talk about the conclusion. Building on our analysis, let's delve deeper into the potential legal implications of Zaina's situation as guided by sections 11, 66 and 69 of the Contract Act 1950 alongside relevant case law. Our examination of section 11 reviews the essential conditions for a contract must be met. Despite Zaina's minor status, exception regarding necessaries may apply, potentially validating her agreement with Glamour Boutique for the modelling assignment. However, further scrutiny is required to ascertain the fulfillment of this essential condition. Moving to section 66, which outlines liabilities tied to benefits gained from contracts. We identify the advance payment Zainah received from Glamour Boutique, while Zainah's status as a minor might impact her liabilities. This section prompts a closer inspection into the nature of this payment and its implications regarding her obligations. Regarding Section 69, which addresses contracts with minors and necessaries, the beauty salons service could potentially qualify as necessaries crucial for Zainah's modelling assignment. However, the determination of these services as necessary hinges on their essential nature for Zainah's professional endeavors. Considering these legal insights and drawing from relevant cases that support similar circumstances, our analysis suggests potential legal implications. There might exist grounds for Zainah to pursue legal action due to a potential breach of contract by Glamour Boutique for the unpaid balance. Conversely, the beauty salon might have legal standing to demand payment for their services rendered. However, it's imperative to note that this analysis represents a preliminary understanding, and further legal scrutiny is advised to reach a conclusion determination. In summary, our exploration of Section 11, 66 and 69 alongside relevant cases hints at potential legal grounds for both Zainah and the involved parties. This analysis serves as a starting point to eliminate potential legal pathway and responsibilities, highlighting the complexities that require further legal examination and consideration.